What if everyone lived to 200 years old? Imagine the possibilities and the challenges that would come with such a dramatic shift in human longevity. Imagine a world where reaching your second century is as commonplace as turning 80 is today. Birthdays would take on new meanings and family gatherings would span generations in ways we've never seen before. This radical increase in lifespan would ripple through every facet of society, transforming our families, careers, and even the planet itself. Our work lives would extend, possibly leading to multiple careers over a lifetime, and our retirement plans would need a complete overhaul. From the intimate spaces of our homes to the global stage of resource management, a world of bicentennials would be a world utterly unlike our own. Housing, healthcare, and even our cities would need to adapt to accommodate a population that lives much longer. Our current societal structures are built on the foundation of a human lifespan barely pushing past a century. The way we view history, legacy, and even our personal achievements would shift dramatically. What happens when that foundation crumbles, replaced by the potential for 200 years of life? The workforce would be transformed, with older individuals contributing their wisdom and experience for much longer periods. The social, economic, and environmental consequences are staggering to contemplate. Markets would need to adjust to a new kind of consumer, and our environmental policies would have to consider the long-term impacts of a much larger, older population. Yet contemplate them we must, for the extension of human life is a frontier we are rapidly approaching. Advances in medicine and technology are pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible, making the dream of living to 200 years old a potential reality. As we stand on the brink of this new era, we must ask ourselves, are we ready for a world of bicentennials? The choices we make today will shape the future of humanity for generations to come. The family unit, that fundamental building block of society, would undergo a radical transformation in a world of 200-year lifespans. With multiple generations coexisting, the traditional nuclear family could become a relic of the past. Great-grandparents wouldn't be distant figures, but active participants in family life. This extended family structure could bring benefits, offering a wider support network for child rearing and elder care. However, it could also lead to complex family dynamics and potential for intergenerational conflict. Inheritance laws, already a source of contention, would require a complete overhaul. The very concept of lineage would be redefined as families stretch across centuries. The traditional career trajectory would be upended in a world where people live for 2 centuries. Working lives would necessarily become longer, with retirement pushed further into the future. This could lead to greater economic security for individuals, but also raise concerns about stagnation in the workforce. With more time to explore different paths, individuals might pursue multiple careers over their lifetimes. Education systems would need to adapt, offering opportunities for lifelong learning and career changes. The concept of a midlife crisis might take on a whole new meaning, occurring not at 40 or 50, but perhaps at 100. The impact of increased lifespans on population growth is complex and multifaceted. While longer lives don't necessarily mean more births, even a small shift in the birth-death ratio could have significant consequences for an already crowded planet. Urban planning would face unprecedented challenges as cities grapple with accommodating a larger, longer living population. The strain on infrastructure, housing, and transportation networks would be immense. Sustainable urban development would be paramount, requiring innovative solutions for energy, waste management, and transportation. The very fabric of our cities would need to evolve to accommodate a world where people live for 200 years. Section 5. The hunger of many, providing for a world of longevity. The most pressing challenge in a world of 200-year lifespans would be ensuring an adequate supply of food, water, and other essential resources. Feeding a significantly larger and longer living population would require a dramatic increase in global food production. Sustainable agriculture practices, already crucial, would become even more vital in this scenario. Water stress, already a concern in many parts of the world, would be exacerbated. Efficient water management and conservation strategies would be non-negotiable. The equitable distribution of resources would become a paramount ethical and logistical challenge, demanding global cooperation on an unprecedented scale. Section 6. The strain on Gaia, our planetary resources. Beyond food and water, a world of extended lifespans would place enormous strain on all of Earth's resources. As populations grow and urbanize, the demand for basic necessities like clean water and nutritious food would skyrocket. Cities would become more crowded, and the infrastructure would need to expand rapidly to keep up with the increasing number of inhabitants. The demand for energy, minerals, and raw materials would increase exponentially. Fossil fuels, already a contentious issue, would become even more critical, while the need for renewable energy sources like wind and solar power would be more urgent than ever. Mining operations would intensify, leading to further environmental challenges. Sustainable consumption and production patterns would be essential to prevent catastrophic environmental degradation. This means not only reducing waste, but also finding innovative ways to reuse and recycle materials. The shift towards renewable energy sources would need to be accelerated to mitigate the impact of climate change. The concept of a circular economy, where resources are reused and recycled, would move from the periphery to the center of economic policy. This approach would help in reducing the strain on natural resources and minimizing waste. Community initiatives like urban gardens and local composting programs would play a significant role in this transition. Technological innovation would be crucial in developing new materials, energy sources, and waste management solutions. Scientists and engineers would need to work tirelessly to create sustainable alternatives that can support a growing population. Breakthroughs in technology could offer new ways to harness energy, manage waste, and produce food more efficiently. The well-being of our planet would be inextricably linked to our ability to adapt to a world of longer human lifespans. This adaptation would require a collective effort from governments, industries, and individuals alike. By embracing sustainable practices and fostering innovation, we can ensure that our planet remains a thriving home for future generations. Section 7. A new social contract for a longer life. The social contract, the unwritten agreement that binds individuals and society, would need to be rewritten in a world where people live for 2 centuries. Retirement ages would likely increase, and the concept of work itself might need to be redefined. Lifelong learning and multiple career paths could become the norm. Social security systems, designed for a shorter lifespan, would require a complete overhaul. Intergenerational equity would become a central concern, ensuring that resources are distributed fairly between generations. The very fabric of our social safety net would need to be rewoven to accommodate a world of bicentennials. Section 8. The gift and burden of time. While the challenges are undeniable, a world where everyone lives to 200 years old also presents extraordinary opportunities. Imagine the wealth of knowledge and experience that could be accumulated over 2 centuries. Individuals could devote more time to pursuing their passions, mastering new skills, and contributing to their communities. The arts and sciences could flourish as individuals have more time for creative exploration and intellectual pursuits. The pace of life itself might slow down, allowing for greater reflection, connection, and appreciation for the human experience. Section 9. A world transformed, adapting to 2 centuries of life. A world where everyone lives to 200 years old would be a world utterly transformed. Imagine the profound changes in every aspect of our lives, from the way we work to the way we interact with each other. Family structures would evolve, with multiple generations living together for longer periods. Careers would span over a century, requiring continuous learning and adaptation. Resource management would become more critical than ever as we strive to sustain a growing population over extended lifetimes. The very fabric of our cities would be reshaped by the reality of extended human lifespans. Urban planning would need to accommodate the needs of a diverse age group, from the very young to the very old, all coexisting in harmony. While the challenges are significant, including potential overpopulation and resource depletion, so too are the opportunities. We could see unprecedented levels of innovation and collaboration as people from different generations work together to solve complex problems. The opportunities for personal growth and societal advancement are immense. With longer lives, individuals could pursue multiple careers, develop new skills, and contribute to society in ways previously unimaginable. This future is not some distant, fantastical scenario. It is a future we are actively creating through advances in medicine, technology, and our understanding of the aging process. Medical breakthroughs are extending our lifespans, while technological innovations are enhancing our quality of life. Our understanding of the aging process is evolving, leading to new ways to maintain health and vitality well into our later years. The question is not whether we will live longer, but how we will choose to shape the world that awaits us in the age of longevity. Will we create a society that values and supports individuals at every stage of life? The choices we make today will determine the quality of life for future generations. We must consider how to create sustainable systems that support long, healthy lives for all. How will we redesign our cities, our workplaces, and our social structures to accommodate this new reality? The answers, as with all things human, will be complex, challenging, and ultimately up to us to define. The journey to this future will require innovation, collaboration, and a willingness to embrace change. It will be a collective effort, with each of us playing a role in shaping the world of tomorrow. As we stand on the brink of this new era, we must ask ourselves, what kind of world do we want to create? The possibilities are endless, and the future is ours to build.